girlfriend's name is Clemenza. Clem, for short, and they've been together now for a couple of years. She's the daughter of a wealthy Colombian businessman. Beautiful, gifted, funny, and unswervingly loyal. She drives a big Harley-Davidson, currently works for a TV production company, and fronts a band in pubs in West London. For a small girl, she has a big voice, husky, dark, occasionally wistful. And her weekend gigs attract a substantial following. There's no way that my wayward son deserves a partner like this, and on good days he knows it. See them together, as I often do, and they could be the perfect couple. This, as I've often told Marlowe, is a tribute to his luck and her patience. Beware, I warn him, things only last if you take very great care of them. On the motorway heading south, Marlowe wants to know what I've told H about the apartment. This is important because Marlowe's natural father will be putting up half the money, and Marlowe knows already that everything will depend on me. H and I go back 2 decades now. We've only slept together once, and the result was Marlowe. But recently, we've built a friendship that has proved commendably resilient. H owes his wealth to the drugs biz. He was a gifted cocaine dealer back in the day, but his feel for the property market is less certain. Hence his reliance on my verdict. So what do you think, Mum? It's wildly overpriced. $1 million? You really think so? I do. It's a 7th-floor apartment off Ranelagh Gardens. It has 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and views of the Thames. It's a nice enough perch, especially if someone else is footing the bill. But thanks to the wonders of the internet, I know that the current owner bought it for £395,000 just 18 years ago. Now, he's after £1 million. Even these days, a profit of £33,000 a year for doing nothing is near obscene. It's the market, Mum. You can't argue with it. No one can. It's what people will pay. Plus, it's got really fast broadband. What about Matteo? What does he think? Matteo, Clem's father, is evidently putting in the rest of the money. He hasn't seen it yet. Clem's taking him and her mum round tomorrow morning. And the neighbours? Old. They need new blood. We met the bloke next door a couple of days ago. He was ancient enough to be Clem's granddad, but he couldn't take his eyes off her. It's perfect, Mum. You know it is. That's all you have to say. That's all Dad needs to know. He shoots me a look. Yeah? We're on the slipway off the M23, heading for the airport. When he drops me off, Marlowe gets out and helps me retrieve my suitcase from the Audi's boot. At the curbside, he looks me up and down. I'm 42 years old. I'm clad entirely in white, a simple body-hugging dress and soft mohair that Pavel adored. I toyed with wearing black in view of the occasion, but that, I know, would offend him deeply. Audition, Mum? Is that it? Marlowe grins, giving me a hug. You look great. You'll knock 'em dead. Knock 'em dead? I gave him a wave as he accelerates away, and then step into the terminal building. I'd more than an hour in hand, but I always like to get through security before settling down. The queues snake back and forth through a maze of ropes, and we shuffle slowly forward until it's my turn to hoist my suitcase onto the belt for the X-ray machine. As I step through the security gate and raise my hands for a pat-down, I'm aware of the woman in charge of the machine looking hard at the image on her screen. She stops the belt and looks up to summon a uniformed guy who I'm guessing is her supervisor. Then, her perfectly lacquered fingernail descends lightly on the screen. Look, she's saying, just there. Shit, I'm thinking, Pavel! I'm right. As my suitcase emerges from the machine, it's lifted from the belt and put to one side. I identify it as mine and confirm that no one else had a hand in the packing. Open it, please. This from the supervisor.